Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We're here. Check 1 2. What's going on, everybody? We are here. We're live. Another episode of Make the Right Play. We're back. We're into the holiday season. It's Christmas time. The vibes are high. We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll here. I know, different night, different time. What the hell's going on? Things are getting a little crazy here, but we're making it work during this holiday season. It's going to be a crazy one, so you guys got to bear with us over the next couple weeks because it could get a little dicey, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to have awesome shows for you guys, and as always, we're going to keep the vibes up and going. Let's go, baby. What's going on? I see that sports guy's back again. What's going on?
Yay,
that sports guy.
That sports
we got our usual crew in the house. As always, we got the coach on my left. We got Yabui behind the camera, making everything work for us, making everything sound great for us. Shout out Yabui, and shout out Yabui Media for all your media needs in the Pensacola area. And here we go. We're here. We're back. It's been a couple weeks. I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten to talk to everybody and hang out with everybody. Coach, what's going on? I see you. You're sending out the show. What's going on over here?
You know what it is? All right.
You're a little rattled right now.
I'm
rattled.
I'm totally out of it today because I'm on the wrong time zone mentally.
You're on the wrong time zone.
I was in the East Coast time zone, Eastern time zone.
Eastern time.
Yesterday and this morning.
Shout
and
out
then we
Eastern
came
time.
home. And then I've been running around all day.
Yep.
And I caught a chill because it's chilly here in Pensacola as well as pouring rain.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's pouring.
and then the show's an hour early.
Yep.
So when you're like, oh, I'm going there straight after work, I said, he's probably, just going to do some stuff for the show. So then I show up and they're like, oh, the show's in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Well, I think as the day was kind of going on, I was like, I wonder if she knows we're going at 6. And I sent a message in our little group chat here that we have, and I was like,
I haven't even had a chance to go on the phone.
Yeah,
today.
I sent a message in the group chat, and then Yabui answered it, and he's like, yeah, I just saw this. So I was like, oh boy, we got everybody's a little off today, but it's all right. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna be buzzing today. I'm fired up. We're gonna have a great show. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk with you guys about. First off, though, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? We just had the second best holiday, third best holiday of the year. Coach, how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I love Thanksgiving, and we had a great time.
We did.
There was no fights.
No
which was
fights.
Very nice.
Great.
That was my favorite part about Thanksgiving. And the food was absolutely delicious.
Food was unbelievable.
It was really good.
Yeah.
So the food was good. And shout out to Father A.
Oh, shout out Father Ray
wait,
for the mass.
I'm not allowed to talk about him. Sorry.
What?
But I love Father Ray so
we
much.
went to daily mass.
Yes, we went to daily mass with Father Ray,
and it was wonderful.
Was great. But.
Got you out of a jam. You're welcome.
Thank you very much for getting me out of a jam. I know me and my big mouth. That's because my brain is so tired. I went to bed at like 1 a.m.
Yep.
Got up at 5 a.m, which is like 4 a.m. Central Time, so I could go to daily mass in Tallahassee. So I'm a little.
You're just all over the place, Coach.
I really am.
You're all over the place, which is why I had to put out a reel last night because we were getting a ton of.
Jesus in here.
Hold on.
Yeah,
there
I
you
need
go.
to
How's
make
that?
sure. Yeah.
Is he in the shot now?
Yes, we have to make sure he's there.
All right,
okay,
there we
good.
go. He's good. Yeah, no, I put out a little reel last night because you had texted me. You're like, oh, put something out because everybody was looking for the show last night. So I was like, all right, I'll put something out. I put out a little reel, and instantly I'm moon face. It's just I've been getting buried right now over the last couple hours on TikTok. Shout out TikTok. I hope some people came and at least tuned in after burying me for the last 2.5 hours.
I know.
No, yeah, it's been great though. But Coach, the food on Thanksgiving was unbelievable. We got to show the picture of the table. Yeah, let's go clip one here, you buoy. I had to throw this in because I thought the table just looked totally exceptional this year. So we had to get it in the show a little bit. Little love. Look how nice that table looked for dinner.
You guys did a really nice job setting it.
Beautiful.
Shout
out Prez. Yeah. Shout out Prez for those wonderful pictures. I remember I said to Zoe, and then she was like, "Oh, these photos look fantastic," and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't take them." I was thinking about taking some of the credit for it, but I was like, I can't do that to Prez.
You know what was so funny is that the Thanksgiving Day parade actually triggered Gabriel.
Oh my gosh!
Because
I think it triggers him every year.
It's a Gen X Thanksgiving Day parade. It's such crap. We're in Trump's America now. And you know what was so funny? Is that usually I don't get too excited about anything in the Thanksgiving parade. I enjoy it, but he's right. They didn't have enough of the Broadway shows. He's absolutely correct.
They did not.
On that.
I was actually a little shocked this year of how little Broadway shows and little Broadway performances they had this year, honestly.
But I'm sitting there. I'm finally getting a chance to sit down after preparing all the food. And this guy comes out and he reminds me of Menudo. And he has on the Menudo shoes and the white outfit. And then he had like these little feathers on his shoulders.
Oh, yes.
What's that guy's name?
Is it Colin Gray? Conan Gray.
Conan Gray.
Conan Gray. You love Conan Gray. You're all about it.
I swear, it was like a teeny bopper again, listening to that Conan Gray. And then he's singing with such passion. And I'm like, listen to this man sing. And it was so exciting to watch.
Yep.
Then they go to Queen Latifah. She literally has tears in her eyes. And she's like, that was incredible.
She was crying it out, Coach.
So maybe it was a Gen X parade, actually.
Maybe it was.
But honestly, that vodka cranberry... That's like my new favorite song. I love it.
How many times have you listened to Vodka Cranberry since the parade?
At least 100 times since Thanksgiving.
Probably none.
No, I have it on my playlist.
You have it on your playlist?
I have it on my playlist.
Yeah, all right.
Conan
So
Gray's
maybe
Vodka Cranberry.
Maybe you are a true fan. Speaking of true fans, I didn't get to tell you this, but I just want to toot my own horn here. Talking about being a true fan, I got my Spotify Wrapped. I don't know if you know what that is. Every year, the Spotify app, the music, the big music app that a lot of people use. If you don't use Apple Music, it like kind of tells you all of the music you've listened to like throughout the year. It kind of gives it some synopsis. I listened to 357 different genres of music apparently this year. But anyway, my top artist, shout out Taylor Swift, the Swifties. I was a top artist. Top 3% of her fans worldwide. I listened. I was in the top 3% globally. Talk about true fan right there. Shout out the Swifties. We're here. We're in this. We're in this right now.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Like something to represent.
Yeah, because I'm a true fan. I own it. I own it. That's right. True fan. True fan. Just saying. Toot my own horn.
I can't make fun of Taylor Swift when, Conan Gray with the feathers on his shoulder pads.
That's right. See? Come on now. True fan. True fan. If you're going to be a true fan, you got to own it. You
have to just like, some of these singers really are talented. And it is a lot of fun to watch. But some of the people in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade
not so talented.
Didn't have such a... Let's play video number 3, you buoy.
Oh, gosh. This was tough. When you sent me this video, I felt the pain.
There we go.
Oh, no. You could just feel your knees. Like, I just feel it. I feel it right here.
No, those are the stilts, I bet.
The stilts, yeah, but you see how she goes right down?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could feel it here. I feel it. And that's a I don't know how she gets up. Look, she's trying to get up.
I can't believe that they didn't even show that on the TV.
I
Look, the
can't.
police had to come.
Yeah,
The police come for all kinds of things.
Yeah, they come all the time. How about I saw today? I forget what page it was on. I saw somebody saying that they were going to create their own little task force to work with the police to like be like a liaison between the police and the common folk.
Who was this
Somebody
person?
posted this. This was like on like What's Happening Pensacola or something. It was like the craziest thing. And there was like 4 tags and they were like, this is a joke. Like I felt so bad, but like she like posted she's creating her own like task force to be a liaison. I was like, what are you doing
Oh
here?
my gosh, get a
Come
life.
on, exactly. Like please,
Get a life.
just get
I'm
a
sure
life.
the police do not need some wackadoodle.
No, they
being a part
don't.
of the task force.
I don't even think they realized they were going to be in part of the task force. I'm sure the police read that. They're like, what is this? What are we doing? Like, I'm sure they're like, what are you even talking about here? But Coach, the parade after that disaster right there, this was one of the funniest things because I remember sitting on the couch watching this and you were like, man, this dance group sucks. They're so uncoordinated. These guys are terrible. Like you're
horrible.
You're trashing these dancers. And I'm like, oh man, like I feel bad because they really were terrible. And if we actually found out why they were so bad. You Bowie, let's go to clip 4 here because this is just this is a tough scene for these girls.
It explains a lot.
These are tough scenes.
They were forced to dance on horse manure.
That's straight poop on the ground right there
Oh,
underneath
my
her feet.
gosh.
Straight poop from the NYPD horses. They're practicing their mandami, littering of the streets there. I mean, that's tough scenes. That girl's dancing all up in that shit right there. That's tough. That's brutal.
Yeah, it was bad.
No
It
wonder.
was really bad.
I don't know how they didn't slip. Imagine if one of them slipped right in that shit.
Well, all I know is I was watching it and I was like, this team is not coordinated properly.
How could you be
They're
coordinated?
dancing terribly. I'm like, how could they invite them on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade? They stink.
I couldn't imagine
And
how
then-
awful that had to be.
Thanks to TikTok, saved their rep and showed
They
how the
did.
show must go on.
Now everybody's like, yeah, great
The show
job.
must
Way to
go
fight through
on.
that. Way to
I
fight
mean,
through that.
Even in poops, there they are, dancing
Yeah,
their hearts
straight
out.
shit.
Like, you know? So I got to give them credit. I take
Yeah.
back everything I said about those young girls.
I take back everything I said. That was tough. I really felt bad when I realized that they were dancing in poop. I mean, it's tough to rebound from that.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. But I mean, Coach, so disaster at the Thanksgiving Day parade. But Thanksgiving I thought was all around good. I'd
It was
say
fantastic.
it seems like it was everybody's
I mean,
happy.
I couldn't walk the next day.
You were
I
in
started
pain.
baking on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then,
Took you a couple days to get back into the swing of things a little bit.
well, Saturday I started back doing stuff because remember I started decorating the inside, like the kitchen area
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But man, honestly, like I'm exhausted. I haven't been
Yeah.
this tired in so long.
Well, that's what the holiday season's here. I mean, I think that kind of just does that to people between this and then everybody's trying to rush doing Christmas shopping and stuff too. We had Black Friday. Did you take advantage of Black Friday?
Online.
Cyber Monday?
Online, I sure did.
Online, baby.
I do everything online.
It's tough. I don't even know anybody that actually still goes to the store.
Please,
walk-
I'm annoyed I
walk
have to go to
around.
the mall to pick up 2 things.
You have to
Because
pick
I
something
had
up?
to pay for shipping, or I could just pick it up at the mall, and it saved like over $20 between the two.
So you were like, I'm
Forget it.
going to the
I'm just
mall.
gonna go to the mall, and I'm so annoyed. I'm like, I really have to go and carry a bag when I could just have it delivered to my doorstep.
To my doorstep?
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Coach, and you're getting out of the car? Who gets out of the car anymore?
Oh my gosh! And then I was gonna go today, but it was pouring rain. I had the shivers.
I can't get over how much it rained today.
Oh my gosh! I know.
It's supposed to rain like this, I think, the next 4 days down
Yeah.
here in Pensacola. It's
Yeah,
really
we're
brutal.
Doomed. We're doomed.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
tough.
just,
It's going to be really tough.
I mean, and then honestly, the exhaustion from the holidays.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I feel like we're bombarded with lies all the time.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's
I
easy to
just-
feel
it's
that
like
way.
I can't see anything or listen to anybody. I don't know who is telling the truth.
Yep.
Who is lying.
Yep.
And I'm just exhausted, honestly. Like, I can't take it anymore. It's like all I want to do is just crawl up in a ball and just pray and like be like, okay, I'll see you Christmas morning.
I'll see you Christmas morning. You're
When
done.
it's
You're
all
wrapped up.
over.
Well, Coach, we need you. We need you for the prime rib. We can't.
Well,
we
and
can't
I'm
have
going
that.
to visit my sister next week for her 50th birthday. So I'm really excited about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Heading up to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
a hike.
it's so sad too, because it's like I miss my cousins. I wish that they could be there
Yeah.
and we could all celebrate this momentous occasion.
Right.
And it's just like everybody's so strapped. You know,
Yeah,
it's
everybody
like
is strapped. I
People
agree
don't
with
have
that.
money.
Yeah.
Everybody's strapped for cash. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It just feels like a little depressing. And I'm usually a very optimistic person.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was going into the Eastern time zone that I caught something.
Maybe
and now
just,
I'm bringing
yeah.
it back into our Pensacola chill vibe. But I'm
Pensacola
like,
chill vibe?
It is. Like, we have a good chill vibe. Pensacola is a good place. But
No, you can feel the stress, though.
yeah,
You can
I
feel the stress,
it.
the
It's like
holiday
I feel
stress.
it. I feel it when I watch the news and it's like one lie after another, which I never really even watch the news. I listen to the radio and that's how I get the mainstream media news. And it's like, honestly, Carlos,
Who's your go-to these days?
I listen to 710 WOR.
Okay, shout out
because I
710.
like New York radio,
Yep.
even though I did get a great deal on some airline tickets. I was happy about that.
All right, there you go. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
did.
about
Travel
right there.
Tuesday.
Travel Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Travel Tuesday. I tried to get the boys on the Travel Tuesday grind. They missed out on it.
I
'cause they're
got
idiots, but they got it
round
Wednesday.
Round trip, nonstop, LGA to New York for 4th of July, $400.
Nice job, coach.
That's a deal.
Clap it up. Clap it up. That's a great deal. That's a great deal,
That's a
coach.
great deal.
That's a great deal. Better.
So I'm going to be in New York City for the 250th anniversary birthday of this country, and I cannot wait.
Amen.
I'm so
Autonomous zone.
excited.
Autonomous zone, they said. That's what we're
Well,
anticipating.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see
when
if there's a
get
flag
there.
in New
We'll see
York
what
by the
happens
time we
when
get there.
there.
Yeah, I guess so.
But honestly, like, it's just like there's like this heavy energy that's just.
Yeah, I do agree with you with that. And I know a lot of other people are feeling it, the stress and yeah, I mean, it's tough. The holiday season could be really tough. And it's funny because we talked about it at work a little bit. We were talking about, how the holidays aren't as joyful for some people. And we got to be, make sure that we're, being, I guess, open to them and trying to be responsive and do our best to try to cheer them up a little bit. I'm a big holiday guy. Like, I love Christmas. I'm all
Yes,
about
you
it.
do.
I'm wearing the Santa hat today.
Yes.
I listen to Christmas music here. He listen to Christmas music. I'm all about it. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. But some people aren't. So to those people, I say, don't be such a Grinch. Let's try to be happy here and try to find something to be positive about. Because we live in a time right now where it's tough to find things to be positive about, but just try to find at least one thing. Say, hey man, this is going really well for me right now. Try to be positive. Try to find something, happy, right? Get back with your family. Find, my favorite thing. I love, just the being together, being together during the family time. So if you can't do that, try to get with a friend, try to get someone that you really love and enjoy being around, try to stay around them during the holiday season. Cause I do think it will help you rather than just kind of trying to be alone and not do that. I think you should definitely try to get involved at least, maybe volunteer. I always say volunteer is the path to being happy.
You're 100% right about volunteering.
Yeah.
Because I have to say, we do an angel tree at the church.
Yep.
And I have to say our church has like 100% participation. That angel tree was filled to the max and everybody picked angels. And there was a woman who needed some help with presents, and it was good being able to help her.
Right.
Because like I missed the boat on the angel tree.
Yeah.
And I was able to help this woman, and it was so good to like see that I can try to make a kid's Christmas. Like that was one day that kind of made me feel happy.
Totally.
And I feel that if we all look out for each other, I gotta say, what's also depressing me too?
What's that?
And I was thinking about it, Candace Owens.
Yeah, Candace Owens.
Candace Owens has me a little depressed, man, because I think they're going to try to kill that lady.
Well, it's funny because I saw her tweets, and this was like last week or maybe right before Thanksgiving when she's tweeting. She's like, I gave all this information to a bunch of different people, and I think they're going to try to kill me. And she's like tweeting, and then she kind of just went off the grid a little bit because I haven't seen her a ton. Has she released a couple episodes lately?
She was back this week.
Oh, she was back.
I guess
Okay.
she was off for Thanksgiving. But one of the things that kind of made me a little bit sad is she started talking about the planes that were in Arizona, and she linked them back to, essentially she says that it was the Macrons who probably allegedly put a hit out for her. They wanted to kill her.
Yeah,
and Charlie Kirk called her. And
Deserved.
I remember when Charlie Kirk first got killed, what was the first thing I said to you about Candace Owens?
Oh, that she's going to find the truth or whatever? No.
The first thing I said is the happiest person in the world right now that Charlie Kirk got killed is Brigitte Macron, because now Candace Owens will finally shut up about her sex change operation.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Well,
what I said?
she was
I said,
relentless.
this is the happiest woman in the world.
Yeah.
And then the second happiest was probably Blake Lively. Because then she doesn't talk about Blake Lively anymore. But I remember telling you, Candace Owens,
Yeah.
Brigitte Macron is the happiest person. Now it's coming out that it was the French people, the Macrons, maybe in cahoots, allegedly, with the DuPonts.
Oh, wow. The DuPonts
And-
coming back into the picture.
Well, this is a fun fact, and this is a very telling story about the United States of America. Do
Yeah.
you know that I actually, in the U.S. Virgin Islands, my grandfather was friends with the DuPont family,
Get out of here.
Grandpa Larry, and
Wow.
my grandfather graduated from Yale.
Yeah.
And this is my father's father. So, like, we
Right.
didn't really have, like, he would come visit us once or twice a year,
Yeah,
Grandpa
yeah,
Larry.
yep.
So, anyway, we're in the Virgin Islands visiting him,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes us to the DuPont estate so we could go swimming in their pool.
Oh, gosh.
My sister and I were little kids. We go running, ripping off our clothes. We had our bathing suits on, ripping off our clothes because it was the most amazing swimming pool I had ever seen in my entire life.
Right.
You couldn't get us out of that pool.
Yeah.
My mother was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and it's like, so I was like, wow, the DuPonts, they're such nice people. They let us use their pool. And
Little did they
we
know.
got to go, and little did I know, like 30 years later, I'd be seeing Candace Owens saying like these people. So all of a sudden, the next day, and I don't think this is a coincidence. So the DuPonts, she brings up the DuPonts.
Yep.
She brings up all this stuff in Maryland that it's the French connection.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Turning Point USA, challenges her to a question and answer session, live streaming.
Candace
in Arizona,
Owens?
Candace Owens.
Wow.
This was yesterday. So the next day this
Wow.
happens. And she goes, all right, I'll do it as long as you promise not to kill me. I think they'll try to kill everybody in that place.
They may blow up the building.
That's exactly what I
They
thought.
may blow up the building.
I said, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm like, we live in a world full of lies.
Coach,
A world full of lies.
Things are going to get really intense. Right, and very soon. I really think it's going to get really intense very soon. We're going into midterms here, and I think that there's a level of what's the right word for it? It's a level of stress, and it's a level of like you got to get something done, right? Like you got to get something done. I always
Like a
say
lot of
urgency.
anxiety. Yeah.
There's an
Urgency is a good
urgency
word, yeah.
because I think that there's a real fear that once midterms come, and if the Democrats win back the House, they're going to do everything in their power to go after Trump's last 2 years in office. So I think there's a lot of stress from Trump. Like we got to get moving. We got to start getting things done. He cut the EV rates out yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. He got rid of those EV tax breaks that you get for buying the electric cars because he wants people to go buy cars. He's trying to cut down the prices.
Ford, baby.
So he cut those out. Like he's trying to get people back and moving along a little bit because it does feel like it's been a little stagnant. And so you have this sense of urgency. And then in the middle of it, that I think the media is really trying to hide, you have the Minnesota thing where you have all that money that was being, funneled through these NGOs and these nonprofits feeding America or feeding it. Like it's like crazy town. And like you have this whole situation where they are going to do everything in their power to try to draw everybody's attention away from that. You say it all the time, right? They're always trying to distract us from what's really going on all the time. It's always distraction.
Us from him. From our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna get hot because I think they're gonna really try soon to try to find more things to distract us from. I mean, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the 2 National Guard soldiers that were shot in D.C. One of them killed
because we're bombarded.
Right.
We're bombarded. It's like 2 National Guard. It's like it just doesn't stop.
Yeah. There's always something to talk about. There's always something to talk
it's
about.
It's nonstop. Negative news, and no matter how much you have people trying to do positive things and steer the ship in the right direction, you have so many people trying to sabotage stuff, and it's like it's a lie. They throw it out there, and it lasts 2 days in the media. Then there's another lie. They throw it out there. You don't even talk about the government shutdown anymore, right? Who cares about that? Right? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares about the senators and the Congress people who put out that video, saying pretty much be seditionists.
Right.
Don't listen to your orders, right? That's gone already. Let's forget about that.
Speaking of Charlie Kirk, it's completely gone.
Well,
remember we were talking about who did this kid really kill Charlie Kirk? The facts aren't kind of winding up. Things seem a little odd. It's completely gone. Somebody asked me the other day, did they ever figure it out fully with Charlie Kirk? I was like, no, they buried that story. They're like, whatever.
Kansas is
Let
like a
it go.
dog with a bone. And
Yeah,
she
she's
is not
going
to
after it,
let
but
go.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if she's going to get
I think
anywhere
she's
with it.
onto something. I have to be honest with you because I find that to be way too much of a coincidence.
Right.
That she brings up the DuPonts and all of a sudden Turning Point USA is ready to answer questions when they have been doing nothing but ignoring her and making fun of her all this time.
Yeah.
So I have to say I find that a little suspicious. But one thing, when I was growing up,
Right.
I always relished in the relationship I had with my mother's parents. And my
Yes.
mother's parents were very humble people.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother was very Christ-focused. She spent her whole day praying. And she
Yeah.
just loved Jesus so much.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just such a positive influence on me.
Yeah.
So it's like I had my father's side of the family who, you think that you're doing things that could be building generational wealth. And then it just takes one screw up to ruin that.
Right.
So there is no such thing unless you're going to sell your soul to the devil. And then you have this other part of my life where my grandparents were just so God-focused.
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather used to always say, I don't pray, I don't want to bother God. And my grandmother would be like, you stupid man. But, I just feel like as a country,
Yep.
we can't take our eye off the ball because there's no way to fight these lies unless we have discernment and feel the truth.
Yeah.
And even I'm having trouble. I feel like Yoda in that movie. You know the movie
The
when he
movie.
goes, it's cloudy out there.
Yeah.
You know the movie
Yeah.
when the Darth Vader comes out.
Yeah, Revenge of the
right?
Sith.
Yeah.
Clouded
know.
by the dark side.
So I think
Oh.
that's why I'm feeling so heavy right now.
Yeah.
And this should
Yeah,
be the
totally.
season of giving.
Yeah.
We should be focusing on charitable works.
Totally.
We should be focusing on being optimistic.
Yep.
But there's like nothing optimistic
Absolutely.
going on at all.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier, guys, get back with your family, gather as a family. If you don't have family that you could gather with, gather, with your friends, gather with loved ones, volunteer, get yourself out there. Don't just shelter down and just succumb to the darkness and being upset and having these negative thoughts. Come back together and let's be positive this holiday season. Let's try to enjoy a little Christmas time, Come on. Let's go here.
Clip number 13.
Let's show
After
13.
talking about grandparents.
All right, let's show 13 here. President Trump.
How cool is that? That Trump is playing football in the White House with his grandson.
He still finds time to be a grandparent.
Yeah.
In the midst of being so busy and doing so many different things all at one time. Like you say all the time, he never stops working. He's constantly doing stuff, but he still finds a way during Thanksgiving. I'm going to be a parent, or I'm going to be a grandparent and enjoy some time with my grandkids. Donald
And
Trump.
I got to tell you, the other thing that I feel that is so evil
Yeah.
that we don't talk enough about.
What's that,
Let's
Coach?
go to video number 14.
All right, let's go to 14. This video, this is a tough one right here. I couldn't believe it. Again, buried in nothing in the news.
No, they're never going to talk about it
Nope.
because it's okay to attack Christians.
Yep.
Head of the baby Jesus was decapitated at a nativity scene, then stolen overnight after a pro-Palestine mob gate-crashed Brussels Christmas markets and chanted Hamas slogans in the street. The mayor of Brussels confirmed the head of the figurine of Jesus was stolen after being decapitated by an unknown culprit who took off with the head but left the body in place Friday night. The mayor's spokesman said they would replace the baby Jesus' head. The opening of the Christmas markets and switch on of the lights at the main square was gate-crashed by a mob of pro-Palestine protesters.
Of course, going after Christmas. Going after Christmas. But nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. It's like, it is what it is. We could just keep attacking Christians.
Well, it's what I find so ironic is that you have people in Nigeria right now being slaughtered.
Slaughtered nonstop.
Right? And you don't hear about that on the news.
Nope.
Europe is just being demolished where they have to have barricades all over the place around their Christmas markets because in the past,
Yeah.
the jihadists would go and drive a truck right through and
run
just
people
kill
over.
people with their cars at these Christmas markets. And
Yeah.
now they had to set up all these barricades around them so you can't drive a truck through.
Yep.
And it's just, we are facing so much evil.
Yeah,
And
tons.
at some point, it does start to wear on you. That
Yeah.
it's like, am I making a difference? Am I?
Yep.
And I guess we just have to focus on the little small corner of our own world.
We have to, especially now, right? We have to get away from the negative energy and just focus on find something positive that's happening right now in your life. You have to.
But
It's a
Carlos,
must.
You know, I'm sorry to have to bring this up, but
No.
I'm minding my own business today.
What happened, Coach?
And I see 14-year-old kids kill this 14-year-old girl.
Oh my God!
I mean, they
Pace.
bring her to the woods. They shoot her like 14 times. I just learned today.
Yeah.
And set her on fire.
Yep.
And it's like, what kind of country are we living in when our youth are so twisted inside that they can do such a horrible thing
It's disgusting.
to another human being?
It's disgusting.
Like, what is going on in our world right now?
Yeah, I know. And of course, the justification, oh, well, she said some hurtful things to me. Dude, you got, like, this is what drives me nuts. And I'm going to get in trouble. But
Sticks and stones.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Man up. Man up a little bit. If you get offended or get your feelings hurt by somebody saying something to you, man up. All right? For Christ's sake, I just got buried for 2.5 hours on TikTok. Getting every horrible thing you can say to somebody. They were telling it to me. And here I am doing a show less than an hour later. I'm here doing a live show. Man up a little bit, for Christ's sake. Please. Come on. Like, don't be so soft that it's like, now I'm going to have to light you on fire and kill you. Like, what? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, and then the parent, too, but that's just bad parenting. I think bad parenting is so important.
When you
it's
have
so
teenagers,
important.
parents cannot be held responsible for every bad decision their teenagers
But, I
make.
mean, at some point when they're a kid, you got to tell them, like, listen, so like you said, sticks and stones, right? Like, toughen up a little bit. Toughen up. If somebody makes fun of you, toughen up a little bit.
Exactly.
Come on.
I remember when I was a kid, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me.
Right. So then all of a sudden you get hurt at 14 and it's like, I got to light you on fire.
And now it's like, oh no, actually words are more harmful. That's because kids are not getting their butt kicked.
Right. Soft.
I mean, if they were going to school and like having like, I remember when we were kids, people would have a fight. It would last 10 minutes. And then it was like, people respected each other after.
Right. Totally.
And it was like, okay, it's over. It was a fist fight, shake hands. It's done. Now they prevent the fighting. So what they do is they just use their words all the time. And it's like, some of these kids need to get a good smack in the mouth.
Oh, they have to. They got to get punched right in the face.
I mean, it's just so. I mean, I saw that story, and that really broke my heart too. So
It's a terrible
hard to come on
story.
here and like, oh, let me be happy and jolly.
No, it is. It is hard.
And it's like, and I was watching a movie with your brother
Okay.
while he was here with both your brothers and your sister. Friday, I couldn't even walk; my legs were so swollen.
Yeah.
So I found this movie, American Pastoral.
Yes, you told me about it. Yeah.
And the movie.
Shout out Obi-Wan.
Ewan McGregor's in the movie.
Yep.
And it's not
Obi-Wan
even
Kenobi.
like, it sounds like it's going to be like this, like preachy movie, but it really isn't.
Right. Yep.
It's just about a couple who work in Newark, and then they live like in the suburbs of New Jersey. And they don't raise their daughter with any religion because the father's Jewish and the mother's Catholic.
Right.
So they raise the girl with no religion. And you know what ends up becoming her religion? Politics. So she becomes radicalized.
Yeah.
And this is like in the 1960s, and she's involved with like the small bombings that happened in New York. She blew up a postal. And it's just like, Jesus is so important. You have to raise your child with religion. You have to teach them that. The same way you have to give them food to grow, you need to give them God in order to grow their spirit. And make them, and help them to evolve as individuals.
It definitely helps. I would say it definitely helps, right? Because when and the religion's not, it's not like there's so many elements, there's so many factors that goes into having faith, and it teaches you how to, conduct yourself as a human, as a person.
And to hand things over to God.
Right.
Like, you're not going to be in control of everything, hand things over to God. But I mean, Carlos, I feel that people are using demonic forces too.
Oh, totally.
Like, they're using the dark powers in order to get their agenda ahead. And all it's doing is causing more chaos and confusion in the process. And only making our country worse, making our hearts darker, giving
But that's what they want, though. That's what they want. That's how you change the fundamentals of a nation. That's how you change it, is by creating chaos and confusion, creating a sense of doubt, right? A sense of, oh, maybe, America isn't great, right? Maybe we are the villain, right? It creates this sense of doubt in your head, and then you're very easily influenced. Let's play, now that we're talking about it, let's play clip 22, because I think this is a great clip talking about what's kind of going on in this nation now that we're speaking about chaos and confusion. Let's do clip 22 real quick.
Political experts over and over refer to the fact that what we're witnessing is a color revolution, and they're right. And let me explain why. A color revolution is a communist globalist playbook to take over a country without tanks actually rolling down Main Street. It's how they flipped places like Serbia, Georgia, Ukraine, and they tried to flip a dozen others. The same exact playbook every single time. This is how they do it. 1, they demonize the leader of the people who they actually voted for. 2, they flood the country with chaos like riots, open borders, economic pain. 3, they weaponize the courts, the media, and big tech to finish him off. And 4, they install a puppet who sells the country out to China and the UN. And that's not theory, that's the manual. They opened it on us in the United States the day Donald Trump won in 2016.
Yeah. I mean, she's 100% right.
She hits the nail right on the head.
Yeah, she's 100% right. They demonized him. He was like the #1 guy in the world. He had The Apprentice. Everybody loved Trump. Everybody wanted to be like Trump. Obama, right? Obama said, well, he wanted American dreams to be like Donald Trump. Everybody loved Trump. And then Trump's like, you know what? You guys are all losers. You can't figure it out. I'm just going to run for president because I think I could do a better job than you guys. And I've never touched politics once in my life. Oh, villain.
Well, Carlos, do you know why I really think he ran for president? Because he loves his country so much and he has grandchildren.
Yeah,
like you
totally.
see him throwing the football with his grandson.
Yeah,
he has a lot of grandchildren and he wants them to have a future.
Yeah.
And I really believe that that's what motivated him. And that's what our country, you know, my sister told me about this Garfield show on Netflix.
The big orange cat?
No. Garfield the president.
Oh, okay.
It's a
that's
show.
What we're talking about.
And
you know,
it was
big fat cat.
fantastic. And I'm watching the show, but you know what? It's like when you read the Bible, it's like the same story over and over again.
Yeah, it's true.
Bad versus good. People lie. You have to put your faith in. It's like the same story being told over and over again. You can't put your faith in man. Today, don't put your faith in man. Don't put your faith in the prince. You have to put your faith in God. Like that's who you. And blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
And we need to start making that cool again. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, who wants to get out there and tell the truth and start trying to help people find their own path to Jesus so that they get some discernment.
Yeah.
Because that's all, the color revolution is all chaos and confusion.
It is. It's complete chaos and confusion. When you create doubt and you create, you know, just anger and feeling that, you know, things aren't right like that, people just go crazy. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing it for years, just like in 2016 and now even today.
I was thinking a lot about what you said during one of our other podcasts where you say they're trying to desensitize us with the movies, with the Joker movie.
Well, the Joker movie is the perfect example.
Yeah.
It's the perfect example because in that Joker movie, it's all about class warfare. And they started class warfare for years. Like years ago, they started class warfare. And it's just exponentially grown each year. And now we're at a point, right, where it's like, if you want to be rich and successful and you want to work hard and make millions of dollars, they paint you as the enemy. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to become rich? Why would you want to? And it's like, why wouldn't you? But that's a lack of common sense. That's a result of the public school system and the teachings that they teach kids now. And it's really a shame what has become of the future of this country.
You know
It's scary, kind of. It really is scary.
It's the billionaires trying to get us to kill each other.
Yeah.
It's the billionaires who want to rule the world. And they're like, how can we get the people that don't matter to kill each other? I know what we're going to do. We're going to pit them against each other.
Yeah.
And we're going to say, if you call somebody a pig, that's worse than, human trafficking. That's worse.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of young girls and interns in the White House, that's
no
better.
big deal.
Yeah, but calling somebody, that's so much worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, people, you had 100,000, like, I remember growing up, the Vietnam War. All we heard about was all the people who died in the Vietnam War, right? 2023, you had over 100,000 Americans die of a drug overdose, and we're supposed to be feeling sorry for the drug traffickers?
Oh my gosh.
When you have 100,000 Americans dying? I mean, they're people where the kid never took drugs. They touched drugs for the first time and they're dead.
I don't understand this. This is something that it makes you scratch your head and wonder, who you're really dealing with as a person. Guys, these people that we're blowing up these boats because they're smuggling drugs into this country to poison the people you care about, to poison the American citizens. You're getting poisoned when you're doing drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it's the truth. You're getting poisoned.
And Carlos, they're cops that they go to help the people who are overdosing on the drugs, and the drugs are so dangerous that then they need to be Narcan because they touch the fentanyl accidentally. This is how dangerous it is. But I think we should listen to Joe Biden.
All right, let's hear.
See how he thinks we should handle this. Let's go to clip number 20.
All right, let's listen to Big Joe.
Let's go after the drug lords where they live.
Oh, Joe looks great.
With an international strike force. Every president for the past 2 decades, Democrat and Republican alike, has declared war on drugs. And each of them has lost that war and lost it miserably. They lost because they attempted to deal with only part of the drug problem. They lost because their initiatives were pulled apart by bureaucratic squabbling among their advisors. They lost because they always did too little and they did it too late. We don't oppose the president's plan. All we want to do is strengthen it. We don't doubt his resolve. All we want to do is stiffen it. The trouble is that the president's proposals are not big enough to deal with the problem. We think we should do more to stem the flow of drugs across our borders, and we think we should go one step further. Let's go after the drug lords where they live.
Great idea, Joe. What an idea. What an idea by the man.
He's talking about Clinton.
Yeah.
His own party.
Big Bill.
These people, they love a problem.
Yeah.
They love a problem.
They love to complain.
Because you know what? When he's president, he didn't do any of the things he was talking about.
No, he didn't.
He just needed to trash Bill Clinton.
But
back
that was Trump's biggest thing in 2016. Yeah. He was like, "You've been here for 40 years. If you were gonna do it, you would have done it already. But you ain't gonna do shit." And that was his point. Was like, you have been here forever and you've never done a thing. So enough. And that's the truth. And people forget that part because all these people, all these Democrats, and Republicans too. I mean, Mitch McConnell, look at that fossil. I mean, we've got
what
guys.
About that guy, the Paul?
Oh, Rand Paul. I hate that guy. I hate his dad too. Hated him too. But I mean, you have people that have been in politics and have been in DC for so long, generations, and nothing has changed. So how can you keep beating on that horse and saying that's who we're going to go with? We're going to go with big Hillary Clinton, right? We're going to like it's crazy. Like I don't get it. People are just
But you know how many people supported that and were like, Joe Biden's right. And now you have, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like even one of the drug dealers brought a lawsuit. They're bringing a lawsuit. What?
Let's see what Wolf Blitzer was saying. Let's go to clip 6 here because this was interesting. Representative Carlos Gimenez goes at it with Wolf Blitzer here in this one. Let's take a look.
Confident that the admiral thought he was carrying out his mission, which is questionable.
Why is it questionable to order a strike to kill individuals who are survivors?
These are terrorists. Okay, these are absolute terrorists.
But they're wounded.
I didn't see this kind of scrutiny when the Obama administration was launching drone strikes against terrorist organizations in the Middle East. I mean, that happened all the time. Okay, and so I didn't see this kind of scrutiny about the survivors, etc. These are terrorists. They're bringing poison into the United States. They have killed hundreds of thousands of Americans. And we need to understand that. Killed far more Americans than Al-Qaeda or Osama bin Laden ever did. And so I have no problem with the kinetic strikes that are happening in the Caribbean, killing and destroying the drugs that are killing American citizens and have been killing American citizens for years.
Perfect. Perfectly said.
And you know what? That's called precedence.
Right.
Obama actually killed like 4 Americans in some of his drone strikes.
Yeah.
And, that was okay.
Yep.
But now we're killing drug dealers, and it's like, oh, my gosh.
It's like, how dare you?
And then they tried to, get Pete Hegseth fired.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he wasn't even there.
They've been going after Pete since day one, though.
Fake news
Remember
again.
Signal?
Oh, my gosh,
The
yes.
Signal?
Yeah, because one of their spies got in there and,
I mean, they've been going after Pete from day one. Poor Pete.
They hate him.
They hate that guy.
They hate Pete
They hate
Hegseth.
that guy.
You know why? Because he's everything that they're not.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The guy's hot. He's
good-looking guy.
strong. He's good looking.
Smart.
He
Smart
drinks.
dude.
He doesn't need drugs. He just drinks. He is in tip-top shape.
Yep.
He's married. He has a ton of kids. He's not afraid to be a father. There's so many cowards now. Let me tell you something. I was thinking about this because, and this is, one of the things that many people would agree with from my age.
Yeah.
Okay? We all had it tough. Your father
Right.
had a 2-hour commute back and forth to work. Do you think we would not have loved to live in a nice house in Westchester where it would only been a half-hour commute?
Yeah.
Do you think we wouldn't have loved to live in an apartment in Manhattan?
Mm.
No. But my husband was a man. So what he did was he had a long commute so that our kids could grow up in a nice, safe neighborhood
Yeah.
where he didn't have to worry about drug dealers hanging out outside,
Well,
where you guys could go
not as
outside
nice anymore.
and play. And, you know, we lived in a wonderful community
Yeah.
when you kids were little. And my husband had to work really hard to give that to our family.
Yeah,
Not because
100%.
it came easy. It was a 2-hour commute. So now when I hear people, oh, it's so hard to buy a house. Oh, you think it was easy 20 years ago? It was hard 20 years ago, too. That's why my husband had to commute 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's
actually,
true.
2 hours there, 2 hours back, 4
4
hours a day. So let me tell you
5:30
something.
a.m..
It was hard. How about the immigrants who came to this country?
Yeah.
They didn't have any health care. They didn't have any social safety nets.
Right, didn't get
they
handouts.
They had to live 10 people in a tenement with one toilet,
Yeah.
one bathtub in the kitchen.
Some of them had to go fight.
I mean, Carlos, every generation has had it hard.
Yeah.
And what you have to do is put your faith in God and say, God, I trust in the plan. I'm going to do your will. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to provide for my family. I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm not going to complain and act like a victim or somebody who's just entitled to everything all the time. So it's just like, that's
Yeah.
why they hate Pete Hegseth, because he's not afraid to have children. And there is
Ooh.
a new generation of men who are so selfish, and women too, that they're afraid to have to make the commitment and do the hard work of raising a family.
Yeah.
It is not for the faint of heart to have to raise a family.
It's not. It's not
And
for the
they're
faint of
all
heart. That is
brainwashed
true.
that things need to be easy in order to do it. And it was never easy. It was never easy. Carry your cross. It was never easy. And
Yeah.
I feel like they sell you a big bill of goods that you should all feel sorry for yourselves because it's so much harder for you guys. And I'm like, no. And then they go, well, you shouldn't have to tell people to move. Guess what? Look at Manhattan. My ancestor was there when it was New Amsterdam. You
Yeah.
know what happened?
You have the
They
book.
had
You
to
have the
move
book
to
of
New
proof.
Jersey. They had to move to New Jersey.
That
Even
dump.
they couldn't stay in Manhattan
That
anymore.
dump in Jersey.
And this is back in the 1700s. Oh,
Yeah.
we can't afford Fulton Street anymore. We need to go move with the other Dutch in Jersey.
And hang out in Jersey
I mean,
until the
like-
Italians came.
Like that is the story.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have
Yep.
Chinatown, you have Little Italy, you have all these neighborhoods, and then what happens is that people start to move. They move, and it's urban sprawl. And, you
Right.
know, I'm sorry, people, that you cannot grow up sometimes the same exact way that you did.
Yeah.
But you can't keep feeling sorry for yourself. You got to put in the work, find somebody to love.
Well, and that's exactly right. And to your point, I think in this, and you say it all the time, you've always said it to us growing up, right? Who you spend your time with and who you're involved with is so, so important, right? Because if you're involved with people who are the same way, where it's like, oh, it's so hard. Yeah, it really is so hard, right? And then you're all kind of in that same mindset, you know? But if you find somebody that wants to, you know, be better, wants to continue to push, right? Go after their dreams. Like, let's keep working, right? Let's keep, you know, getting better each day. When you're with that person who wants you to be the best version of yourself and pushes you to be the best version of yourself, you just grow so fast, you know, and it helps you become a better version of yourself. And that's why it's so important to, you know, who you're involved with in terms of friends and then eventually, you know, who you spend the rest of your life with and when who you get married with. It's so important. So you want to make sure you find that person that pushes you to be greater and pushes you to be the best version of yourself and doesn't let you to just kind of hang out and rot. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're 100%
really is-
right.
it's so
and
important.
you have to make sure your circle
You're
is
right.
on the same, like, don't
Yeah.
hang out with demonic people. Don't hang out with people who are doing witchcraft. Hang out with people
Yeah.
who go to church. Hang out with people who have faith in the Lord.
Right.
You got to be with like-minded people. It's so important.
Yeah.
And I have to say, moving to Pensacola, it's nice because people here have a hustle.
Yeah.
And I mean,
think there's a lot of people that have a hustle here, for sure.
Rico and his crew,
Oh, shout out
like,
Rico.
they all work so hard and they hustle and they really have hopes and dreams and
Yeah.
it's contagious and it's so good. But if you're going to hang out with people, and I'm sorry to say, when I lived in Branford, Connecticut, there were a lot of people who they just had no ambition at all.
Right.
No hopes, no dreams, Debbie Downers. And I'm sorry to say, but those are a lot of the liberal cities.
Yeah. No,
You know,
I
they
do
just
agree.
feel
Yeah,
doomed and
stagnant.
they want the government to
To
help
save them.
Yeah.
Yeah, to save them. But that's the communist way, right? The government will come out and bail us out. that we're all equal. We're all in this together. The government's going to come bail us out of our horrible lives. That's just how they are. That's just how they are. So I hope that will change one day. I hope that they will go back to, wanting the American dream, because I think people really look down on it and look down on people who did live the American dream and have success and really grinded it out. They look down on them, and it drives me nuts.
It's not even that. It's that because it's so rigged. Because a lot of it is rigged.
Yeah.
And that's why I like that line from Public Enemy when he says, no, we're not the same because we don't know the game.
Right.
That line hits you differently as you get older because you know that things are rigged. Because I know I've met some real stupid people that I even would go to my husband, how the hell do these people have all this when they're so stupid? What are we doing wrong?
Right.
But they are part of a rigged system.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't have envy. You can't be jealous. Not all of us
true.
are going to,
That's
get
true.
inheritances. Not all of us have family members who work at multi-billion-dollar companies that could just hand you a comfy no-show job or whatever.
Right.
So you got to put your faith in the Lord and say, Lord, I have love in my life. I want to have a family. I want to have children, and I want to make it work. And at night, I want to be able to snuggle with that person because that is the best place to be at the end of the day. It's just being able to snuggle with that person and just, get up for the grind the next day, huh?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Right? And that's what we need to start instilling in our children again.
Totally.
But it's like they've become radicalized.
Yeah. But that's through the school system. And we talk about it all the time. We talk about it every week. We say the school system is
and
so
it's also because we're not letting
dangerous.
the right people in our country. I want to talk about number 11.
All right, let's show number 11
Let's show
here.
clip number 11. We need to discuss this.
And they complain and do nothing but bitch. We don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
That was a little weird.
That's a little weird that he's getting the applause. Like, what is he, Lady Gaga? I
Well,
live for the
he's
applause,
speaking truth.
Applause. I live for the applause. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I think that's a little weird. I don't think that
I
you
liked
should, be getting. However, I do agree with him. That attitudes are contagious.
Yeah.
So when you have a bunch of people coming into our country and you have a thief governor letting them get away with it,
And a thief representative, congressperson.
over $1 billion. Those people stole from the Treasury of the United States of America, us, the taxpayer, and shipped it back to Somalia.
Yep.
I'm sorry, we don't need those kind of people here in our country.
Coach.
Either you want to be here and assimilate and become part of the American dream,
Or you don't.
Go back home and fix it.
They'll never fix it, though. They'll never fix it.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a terrible place. Like, Somalia is top 5 worst countries in the world, I would say. Top 5.
Yeah.
And
They're pirates.
It's a terrible place.
Aren't they pirates? Aren't the Somali pirates? I mean, isn't that why we
that's
started the
Captain
Marines?
Phillips.
I think that's why the Marines, the Barbary pirates.
What?
Didn't Thomas Jefferson start the Marines to go fight the Barbary pirates? That's
Really?
part of
Is that
American
truth?
history. Yes.
Is that truth?
That is 100% truth.
All right, Yabui, check that out. Producer Yabui.
I'm sure
Get us an
that the
answer on that
Barbary
one.
Pirates, the U.S. Marine Corps, was started to fight the Barbary Pirates. Because Thomas Jefferson, oh no, honey, we're not having those Muslim people come over to the United States.
He's like, no.
That was back then. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced towards Muslims, but what I'm saying is if you want to assimilate, that's one thing. But if you want to come here and steal tax money and try to make us fundamentally change our nation, go back home because I'm sorry, it's not like you guys have
Well,
it
they're
together in
making
your country.
fundamental changes out in Michigan. John Adams.
It was John Adams.
But the Marines were sent to start with the Barbary Wars.
Okay.
See?
Yeah,
It was
you
the
were right,
pirates.
Coach.
But it was John Adams.
John Adams,
not
not Jefferson.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, that's a good fact. Shout out, Coach, for hitting us with that fun trivia fact of the day. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Coach.
PS110.
PS110. Shout out.
PS110, Lower East Side, baby.
Look at that. That's how you do it right there. Let's go to clip 12 here to kind of give a little explanation from everybody's favorite woman, Kristi Noem. Big Halloween character this year.
Told me to look into Minnesota and their fraud on visas and their programs. 50% of them are fraudulent, which means that wacko Governor Walz either is an idiot or he did it on purpose. And I think he's both, sir. He brought people in there illegally that never should have been in this country, said they were somebody that they're not. They said they were married to somebody who was their brother or somebody else. Fraudulent visa applications, signed up for government programs, took hundreds of billions of dollars from the taxpayers, and we're going to remove them and we're going to get our money back. And we're going to, this next year, make sure that we only put people in leadership positions in this country that love this country and have its back. So,
listen.
What do you got, Coach?
This is why you have to come in the country legally.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We cannot let a bunch of thieves come in and do this.
Amen.
We need legal immigration. If that doesn't convince you that we need to have legal immigration, I don't know what will.
Guys, it's not that we're against immigrants, and I've said this 1,000 times on the show. Nobody is against immigration and immigrants. We're against illegal immigration. That's what we're against.
Carlos,
frauds like this, stealing money and shipping it back to Somalia, the worst country on the planet.
I have friends that I've known for since the 90s, like over 30 years. I've known these friends, right? The 90s, since 1994, actually.
Yep.
And they're Muslims from Guyana. And they're the most wonderful people.
Yeah.
And they came in the country legally, and they have children, and they've lived in this country. So it's not like I'm saying that Muslims cannot assimilate. Muslims absolutely can assimilate, and there are a lot of good people that are Muslim. But the problem is that when you have radicalized Islamist terrorists who come in and want to fundamentally change our nation, we have to be concerned and not let those people in who want to bring in Sharia law. Yeah,
and I've said this to many people. You know, and I again, this goes back to, you know, people haven't seen it. I think there's a lot of people who live in those towns, like small towns, that they don't really get it. And there are a lot of people out there that want to kill you for being American. There's a lot of people out there that want to kill you for being Christian, for being Jewish. Like, there's a lot of people. Nigeria. And when you have those people in the world that want to kill you for being who you are, you can't afford to have an open border system where everybody flows in and everybody flows. Like, you can't afford that. That is a disaster waiting to happen. So you have to have some sort of system. And I'm all for fixing the system and making it a little bit easier for people to get in. I'm all for doing whatever we have to try to help support that system. But there has to be a system. The idea of open borders, and it's like, who cares? It's not affecting you. It's going to affect you, and it's going to affect you fast. But there's a lot of people that I just don't think that they really understand that. So, like, you have to realize, guys, it's a security issue. It's a safety issue. Like, we have to have a system that's going to work. Listen,
this was the first reading today from the book of Isaiah. On that day, they will sing this song in the land of Judah. A strong city have we. He sets up walls and ramparts to protect us. Right? Sets up walls.
Right.
You need a border.
You need a border.
I don't care. You're not always going to agree with every tribe.
Yeah.
But we all fundamentally have to have the same tribal values if we're going to be a strong nation.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen. And let me tell you something real quick. Pope Leo, I don't know who he's kidding, talking about open borders and how we need to have open borders and let everybody in when the Vatican's got the biggest wall of them all protecting his house.
Took me hours to get
You got a big wall protecting your house, Leo. You know, and you're going to tell me that I got to have my door wide open? Give me a break. Give me a break. You're from Southside Chicago. Come on. Come on, brother. You give me a break with that. That's ridiculous.
Well, one thing that I do really want to show.
Oh, gosh. All right, Coach.
I have to show Melania's Christmas decorations compared to Joe Biden's. Let's show video number 23.
Let's do it.
Look at that mask. That's terrifying.
Look how sophisticated and elegant Melania's decorations are. And very elegant decorations.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember Spider-Man? A freak show. You're going down, baby. I mean, you see Joe Biden's Christmas, and it's like a freako.
Yeah, it definitely has that feel.
It's like weirdo land.
Totally.
And it's like making a mockery out of Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
100%.
I didn't feel like that was celebrating the birth of
listen,
Jesus.
when we think about, remember the Summer Olympics, the last Summer Olympics, when they had that Last Supper, and it was like all like transgender people, and it was
disgusting.
like it was a total mockery. So it doesn't surprise me that the Bidens was a total mockery as well. But Melania's decorations look very elegant and nice. They had a big tree lighting ceremony at the White House tonight while we're doing our show. I saw that they went live for their tree lighting ceremony. So listen, the Trumps are very elegant. They know what beauty looks like. That's something that no liberal can say, that Trump doesn't know what nice things look like. It's like, give me a break, dude. You never walked in his hotel. Come on,
I have
clown.
to say, I thought the Rockefeller Center tree was gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
We don't happen to have that
gorgeous.
clip, do we?
Oh, I remember clipping it. Maybe I just didn't put it in the file. Hold on.
Because that is one of the nicest trees I've seen in years. And I have to say, my Thanksgiving was one of the best I've had in years. And I think if we just focus on love and really love thy neighbor as thyself, you know, really have compassion for people. This is a tough time of year, man. It's the holiday season, and I know there's people who are getting evicted, people who have no money, people who are struggling to buy gifts, people who may not have food. And despite what our president may say about everything being great, things are getting better. And I know it's good to talk up the economy, but we do have to be realistic and know that there's a lot of things that aren't great.
Yeah,
and we really have to focus on helping our brother.
Oh. Look at that. The beautiful tree. Beautiful tree. Look at
Doesn't
that.
that inspire you? There's just something about that tree.
That tree looks fantastic. They did a great job this year.
Gorgeous.
It really looks fantastic. It really looks excellent.
Look at that star. It's gorgeous. That's one of the best trees. Remember that one year they had such a crappy tree? I was so mad.
They did.
I was
They
like,
did
how
have a
dare
crappy
they
tree.
have such a bad
That tree they got out of somebody's like front yard.
It's
That's
beautiful.
somebody's front yard tree. It looks beautiful, right?
A lot of
That
fertilizer.
could have been our tree. Remember our tree on Marshall Road? That tree that every year it got a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And we were climbing up there. John was climbing up there to put up the lights.
And
Jose.
remember that time, Jose, I said, oh, it's too bad John isn't here because John would be able to get to the top of the tree and put the lights on. Who, Stepinski? And I said, yeah, if he was here, he would have put those lights on so easily. All of a sudden, you see Rivera running, putting on the lights perfectly, just to show that he's as athletic as John.
Yes,
But
I remember that. I do remember that.
I got to tell you, like, there's so many good memories and happy memories
Yeah.
that I've had over the holidays. And
It's true.
that's why you got to keep the faith, find someone to love.
Yeah.
Really, let's pray that people find someone to love, and God willing, we get more families.
Anybody find me somebody to love? That's it right there. That's what you need.
Maybe Conan Gray can remake it.
Oh God, Conan Gray.
With
Jeez.
his feathers.
Yeah, with
little
his feathers.
Liberace.
You're all about this guy, Conan
I
Gray.
love him.
You're all
Very
about it.
70s,
You're all about it.
70s vibe.
Real quick, let's check in with the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. That sports guy was in here. Christiane Fowler getting in the chat tonight. I love it. Shout out Christiane Fowler. Shout out Maddie Judd. Maddie Judd officially flight booked coming for New Year's Eve. Dog Maddie will be in the house New Year's Eve. Shout out Dog Maddie. We cannot wait to see you. We are so excited to see my guy, man. It's been it's been a long time, maybe 4 years since the last time Matt and I hung out in person. I cannot wait.
He may not recognize it.
I am so excited. Like I'm actually over the moon. I cannot wait to see the guys. Shout out Nikki Carr in the chat. And guys, great show. It was nice to get back. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long and have gotten to hang out. That sports guy. Shout out that sports guy. Shout out Lauren
R4I4B. I really hope that you could find a man who will love you and maybe, like, you know, you'll have a happy life.
What's
I'm gonna pray for you.
what?
I am.
You're gonna pray for
I'm
Lauren?
gonna pray for Lauren because, you know, she doesn't seem like a happy person in my opinion.
No, I don't
get
think
that
she's
vibe.
very happy. Lauren, I hope you stayed and hung out for the show and got to watch instead of just dropping a comment and running out of here. I know that's the liberal way, but I hope you were able to hang out and enjoy some of the show with us and talk about some Christmas action. Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Real quick programming update. Next week will be, it's going to be a tape show. It's not going to be a live show. We got some obligations
Unless we go
going
live
on.
on Monday.
Should we go live on Monday? What do you think,
What do you
Yabui?
think?
Should
I'd
we
say
go live on Monday?
And then we could replay it Wednesday. Well, no, then they can just watch
I
it
guess
Wednesday.
I can just watch it Wednesday. Well, you're going to
Let's
get
go
like
live on
1,000
Monday.
texts. So where's the show? Where's the show?
Let's go live on Monday. I think that would be fun.
All right, we're going to go live on Monday. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to go live on Monday. So make sure you guys tune in next Monday night. We're going to go live regular time, 8 p.m. Eastern time,
It's up to
7
you,
p.m.
Bowie.
Central time. Yabui, what do you think? regular time, or
We'll talk about it after the show.
we'll talk about it after the
We'll
show?
do
All
a
right,
text.
here's what we're gonna do,
And
guys.
hopefully I'll get it on time.
You guys are gonna go follow our social media platforms right below there. Follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok. We're on all these social media platforms. Make sure you guys go drop a follow. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that share button. If you're watching on Rumble, shout out my Rumble peeps. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button down below, right below you there. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button as well, so we get you guys followed and you're following the page. Make sure you follow our social media. We'll send out the time for next Monday, but yeah, we'll go live next Monday night. We'll see you guys then. It's going to be a great show again. Hopefully Coach will remember what time we're doing the show, and she'll be ready, a little more ready to go. But hey, listen, it was an awesome show. I had so much fun getting to talk to you guys again. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're in the Christmas season. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So make sure you guys are getting your Santa hats on and all your Christmas gear and your presents. Make sure you guys get all the presents for your loved ones, and we'll see you guys on Monday night. Coach, you got anything else? Sign off?
No, just, enjoy the Advent season.
Enjoy the Advent season. Guys, see you guys Monday night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you guys next time. What?
Oh, the pig, the lady running for governor.
Oh, Pig Porter?
Yes.
Is there any videos of her lately? I don't think is she still alive?
I haven't found any. Oh,
she may be in jail.
All right. We'll have to make sure.
All right, we'll make sure. We'll get a pig video for next Monday.
Look, your boy was looking forward to it.
I know. We'll make sure we have a pig video for you guys. Make sure you guys tune in on Monday for Pig of the Week, and we'll switch it up, do a different pig each week. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you guys on Monday. Shout out everybody. Enjoy your weekend.